everybody. My name is Tom Alexander, and welcome to the Talent Show Production Notes. This is a little bit of a backstage look, if you will, of the Talent Show and what it takes to go into producing one of these epics. I am joined by my good friend and podcast partner, Charles Epstein, kind of give you a sense of what goes on behind the curtain. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. Hey, Charles, how are you?
Hey, Tom. I'm doing well, thanks. This will be a periodic compliment to the main show,
Yeah.
the talent show. We're not exactly going to get you into the making of the sausage, but just give you a sense of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And we got coming up, and just some interstitial banter. Tom and I, for some bizarre reason, love that word. We somehow get wrapped up in these words, and we have these words of the day, week, month, and then they're just perennial words that are forever part of our shared vocabulary, which actually goes to, you mentioned that we're podcast partners. What listeners may not know is that our partnership actually goes back quite a ways at this point.
It does. It goes back a couple of decades, actually, Charles. Hard to believe that. Wow, that many years has passed, but it has. And everything from a sports parody site that we used to do, and a syndicated radio show on making fun of sports, which was a fun show to do, to more buttoned up, if you will, business pods and
Sure.
entertainment pods, and you name it.
Yes, and some initiatives and projects that dare not speak their name. Some of our adult initiatives. That
Yes.
side of the house.
Yes.
But in any case, and interestingly, we should mention. Well, first of all, we do want to get into a little bit, since it's early innings with the talent show. Many of you who are listening to this are coming to it for the first time. Maybe you've seen a couple that are up. So we'll get into, the purpose, what we're looking to accomplish with it. But talking about partnerships, we also want to give a shout out to William Tincup, Ryan Leary, the founders of Work Defined in this platform that we're on, and we're honored to be on it, delighted. And William and Ryan have a relationship, a partnership that goes back quite a ways as well. And again, we're just also delighted and honored to be shoulder to shoulder with so many prominent, accomplished fellow Work Defined podcasters. So this is an exciting new adventure for us, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. It is in a like you said, a partnership, an alliance with two guys that are really at the top of their game in the HR and business podcast world. So it's very, very cool. We're excited to be part of the team, as you stated, and
like us,
Yeah.
we try to bring some humor to the otherwise grim process of HR. Only kidding. But we do try to bring humor, as those guys do very effectively. So again, delighted, excited to be embarking on this journey. And I mentioned stating or restating our theme here at the Talent Show. Tom, and if I may, let me just take a first crack at it. Really, it's all about bringing people on to showcase hidden talent, little known talent, people you work for, people you work with. It could be a hobby. It could be an interest. You don't have to be a concert pianist or Picasso. It could be anything. It could be a stupid yo-yo or slinky trick. If somebody came on and told me that they have a talent for watching paint dry, my first question would be, well, that's not exactly a talent. My second question would be, is that like watching grass grow, or are they two separate skill sets?
Right.
You don't know.
No, and as folks know, this is a podcast originated audio only, and this is an audio only podcast. But we do have a little complimentary pod that goes along with it that folks can check out over on our YouTube channel. So that if the talent is a really super visual. Now, I should point something out, Charles. I
Yes.
am going to try to best recall my early days of doing a little bit of play-by-play for college baseball. So
Oh,
that you have to see now what you got to do here, Charles, is the audience, the listener is not seeing the action on the field, right? So you have to
right.
do your best at painting a picture of what's happening. So I'm going to do my level best to explain to those folks that maybe it's not, somebody playing guitar, which you can hear immediately, but other things might be a little more difficult to sort of perceive audibly. And
Okay.
and so I'm going to try to go ahead and sort of describe it. However, we
Yes.
do have the option, and this is where
Yes.
we're really going the extra mile, Charles. We're really going the extra mile here.
Yes, sir. We indeed are.
So we provide a video companion piece that
Uh-huh.
they can go and check out over on the YouTube page and say, "Oh, wow, Tom did do a heck of a job doing the play-by-play."
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
but no, it's there too. So we've got the bases covered. We've got the audio version, and we've got the truncated, if you will, video version, so folks can actually see the talent being displayed
Yeah, no,
in living
it
color.
will, yeah, in living color. And it would be kind of interesting getting somebody on whose talent it was watching paint dry. I'd be very, very intrigued. Number one,
Yes,
by the questions. And number
right.
two, how you describe that process. It would be almost as fascinating as hearing whether or not somebody whose talent is watching paint dry, whether that means that person is the most boring person on the planet, or who knows, maybe that person has such an active imagination that he or she sees paint drying in ways that we can't perceive.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never know. That's what makes the talent show. See, yes, we do judge because we do have sort of an open audition.
Uh-huh.
If you got a talent and interest, show us what you got. Send us email,
Right.
talentshow@backboneinc.com. We do judge, but we don't prejudge, Tom. Big difference. Big
Because
difference.
you never hear a low score from the Russian prejudge,
Right.
right?
Right.
It's like
Right.
it's always just the Russian judge.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So don't get don't put too fine a point on it if you're not sure whether or not this thing that you've been cultivating in the shadows for these
Mm-hmm.
many years,
Mm-hmm.
so long as it's nothing illicit and anything that's going to get you or us in trouble,
Right.
step up, show us what you got. And yes, again, we're going to judge, but we're not going to prejudge. Maybe what you got in the way you perceive it or the way you pursue it, hey,
Mm-hmm.
we'll we'll have you on. And again, not talents are very very different. Again, there are talents that you have that are performative, talents that you have, or just things that are expression of a hobby. And there are talents that sort of don't show up in the box score. You know what I'm saying? Talents
That's right.
that
Which is a
that
great
are
way to describe it. They don't show up in the box score.
Yeah, I mean, they're not any. It's nothing that you could perform, nothing that you're gonna be able to put a price tag on,
Mm-hmm.
but things that you've incorporated and have developed and help you in a variety of ways, or almost at the level of life hacks. Could you think
Life
of
now.
any?
Speaking of life hacks, now you and I have
Yes.
discussed this very thing that we share. We have a life hack or talent, if you want to call it that, that we share. We both do. I'm going to let you just tell our audience what that is.
Oh, okay. Very. I like the stagecraft, Tom.
Thank
Very
you.
nice stagecraft. I mean,
Thank you.
building up the suspense and
I
the deft handoff. You see, you're doing the play-by-play. This stuff. That's why you're the pro, man.
well,
You're the
yeah.
pro.
There you go.
It's
I
like
said,
Jack Nicholson always referred to Beatty as the pro. You're the pro.
you're the pro. Yeah.
You're the pro. We have an uncanny knack. I'm not going to say talent. I'm going to call it a knack
Nah.
for sizing up food. It could be something you took from the refrigerator. It could be pasta. It could be a casserole. It could be any old thing. It could be something you take from the freezer. And you and I have this uncanny knack for knowing within seconds how long, you need to microwave that food
And have it come out just right.
just right,
Yeah,
just
it's the
right. I mean,
Goldilocks thing. It's like it's just right, you know?
it is.
And absolutely.
It
Absolutely. So,
Well, is
uh,
there any other talent that you have that's sort of along those lines? Because I have another one that immediately comes to mind.
well, share yours first, and I'll tell you what mine is.
Okay. Well, again, I've not been able to use this since I've been down here in South Florida. But when I used to commute to New York, I'd have to make my way through morning rush hour in
Hmm.
Penn Station. And also you get out, the streets of New York are crowded in Midtown Manhattan. I developed this ability, I'm going to
Mm.
call it a talent, for making my way with great efficiency and speed from one end of the terminal to the other. This also works in airports where occasionally I do have to use it. And it's not so much speed as it is just a feel. I'm able to, I see the holes as they open up.
Yes,
I just am very quick. I have these
you're the
short little
Saquon
bursts of the
Barkley
hole.
of
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. I feel my way through. I just have that. I have that knack. I
Yeah,
know
the
how to.
innate sense of just knowing
Yes, I go with
exactly.
the flow. I see those openings and I slice through. I know how to make myself sort of small and catch things at a certain angle. So that has come in
I,
handy.
no,
And
that's a good one. And listen, I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there that would like to have it. The area that I feel that I'm good is size and space relationship. Now, what does that mean? Size and space relationship. That is knowing that, okay, you're packing things in the back of your vehicle of some kind, and you've got X amount of items that have to go in, and they have to just nestle, and they just have to go in the right spot so they'll fit perfectly. And sometimes people will look at it and say, that's never going to make it. You're never going to have enough room to get that stuff in there. And I somehow am able to do that. Now, I don't know, I can't really put a finger on how I'm able to do it, but I can do it.
but
And
you
and
can
I
visualize it. It's not like you're jostling and
No,
forcing.
no,
It's
no.
not
I
brute force.
visualize it. I look at it, and then I look at what I've got, and I just somehow just have this intuition, this thing that I can just sort of it fits. And no one ever taught it to me. No one ever tried to explain it in any way. It's just one of those things
Yeah,
that
well,
I'm
I'll tell
good
you,
at
man,
doing.
there's
So,
one thing I would not want to compete with you in. It's competitive jigsaw puzzles.
well, no, no. You would win that one. I think in
This skill wouldn't translate.
I don't know. Honestly, that's a great question. I don't think it would. It's a little different. Um,
Okay,
uh,
well, you want
it's
to
a
know
little different,
something?
but anyway, there you go. We each have our own life hack talents, and who knows? Maybe you out there have a life hack talent or something a little more, uh, you know, something a little more conventional, if you will. And we want to hear about it,
Or unconventional,
or unconventional.
or
That's
unconventional.
that's true. A hobby, an interest, what you got. That is the really the mantra of this show.
Yeah,
What
and
you got?
again, just to get back to, the central theme, it really is about coming on as your quote unquote authentic self, showing people what makes
Yep.
you tick, another side that people don't get to see. A lot of people in organizations, highly placed, they embrace that mantra, bring your authentic self to work. But just as with most things, corporate mission statements and all this, there's a big gap between what they profess and what they actually do. So coming on, enjoying yourself, showing a side of you that people don't genuinely see. Also, we want to find out what about that interest, what about that talent, or how does that interest, how does that talent inform your work, or maybe it just simply gives you an opportunity to clear your head and to come back refreshed and be better at your work. So, and the overarching theme is also the implicit recognition that there is no line anymore between work and life. We're all one integrated person, and there's no reason to pretend otherwise. But if there's something even more overarching than that overarching notion, it's that we want to have fun.
We want to have fun, and that's what this is about. And we want to certainly invite you. to display your talents. And we're going to take a quick break for 1 second. We'll be back and wrap things up right here on the Talent Show Production Notes. My guest is the producer of this show, Charles Epstein, my good friend and podcast partner. My name is Tom Alexander. Stay tuned, back in just a second. We are wrapping things up now on the Talent Show's production notes kind of behind the scenes look, if you will, backstage, right here at the old show. Charles, as we record this, we're on the cusp of the new year. We are right there getting ready for a big 2025. And we certainly hope that our listeners, our viewers, everybody tuned into the Talent Show and the Production Notes show has the best of everything for 25. Want to let you know, too, again, what you got. There it is. That's the mantra. What you got. We want to see what you have, and you can email us. Why don't you email us at talentshow@backboneinc.com. That's talentshow@backboneinc.com. Let us know what you got, and hopefully we'll see you right here on the Talent Show. Charles, what you got planned for 20? Speaking of what you got planned for 2025?
Well, a lot of talent shows. So
yes.
a lot of talent. That's what we got teed up. But no, really very excited for this. Again, honored that we're going to be joining so many talented, accomplished podcasters on the Work to Find podcasting network. Again, thanks to Ryan and William for bringing us in and being so supportive. And yeah, man, looking forward to knocking this out of the park. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of people on, all levels of the organization, all walks of life. So this is going to be a real fun ride. Looking forward to it, Tom.
Looking forward to it as well. Folks, again, have a great 2025. We'll see you again soon right here on the Talent Show Production Notes. He's Charles Epstein. I'm Tom Alexander. So long, everybody.